There's one name that's been on everyone's radar for a while now, Drake London. But why did it take the rest of the league so long to notice? Because when the pressure is on, when defenses are colliding and chaos is unleashed in the pocket, that's when he's at his best. And we're not just talking about big plays, we're talking about the most targeted wide receiver under pressure in the entire NFL. You heard me right. When the going gets tough, quarterbacks turn to one man, Drake London. But before I tell you all the details of what's going on, hit that like button and write in the comments, rise up. Let's rewind. London, a former standout from USC, is coming off what many are calling a career-best season. We're talking top 10 in nearly every major wide receiver category. Yet, get this, no All-Pro, no Pro Bowl. You might be wondering, how is that even possible? The numbers don't lie, and neither do his performances on the field. He's the kind of player who shows up when others fold. Pro Football Focus dropped a stat that should have every Falcons fan fired up. In 2024, under pressured passing situations, London caught 22 of 37 targets for 303 yards, 14 first downs, 32 yards after contact, 8 plays of 15-plus yards. All of that earned him a 77.6 PFF grade in those moments alone. Over the last 2 seasons, he's been targeted 65 times in those exact situations, 10th most in the league. And he's delivered 35 receptions, 515 yards, 24 first downs, and a stellar 80.2 PFF grade under pressure. Now imagine doing all of that without a consistent quarterback. London put up back-to-back 850-plus yard seasons in 2022 and 2023. And that was with Marcus Mariota, Desmond Ridder, and Taylor Heinicke slinging the ball. Not exactly Pro Bowl-level quarterbacking. Still, he produced. Still, he fought through the noise. Then came 2024, with Kirk Cousins struggling and rookie Michael Penix Jr. finding his footing. London erupted. 100 receptions. 1,271 yards. 9 touchdowns. And let's not forget, these weren't garbage time stats. These were high-stakes, move-the-chains plays, week after week. Coach Raheem Morris gave us a glimpse into who London really is. He comes across as this really nice, calm demeanor human, he said. And he is absolutely the opposite when it comes to football. He is a barnyard bully. He's a dog. He's a high-level competitor. And it shows. Wide receiver coach Ike Hilliard doubled down on that praise, highlighting his business-like approach. He's all ball, Hilliard said. He's trying to take his game to the next level. And that's exactly what the Falcons expect from him, especially now with his 5th-year option in play. And while the national media is finally starting to catch on, Falcons fans, you've seen this coming. Bleacher Report named him Atlanta's most promising building block. Let that sink in. Despite all the shifting at quarterback. Despite the lack of national attention. Despite no shiny awards or headlines. Drake London is the piece this franchise is building around. They're not just picking up his 5th-year option. They're preparing for a multi-year extension. Because if they don't act fast, his price tag is only going up. There's a reason he cracked the NFL's top 100 list, voted on by the players themselves. Ranked 97th, sure, but just being on that list, among the best of the best, means the guys on the field recognize what he brings. And if Michael Penix Jr. makes that 2nd-year leap like so many are hoping, London could be headed to his first Pro Bowl. Maybe even more. But there's something else brewing. Something that could redefine not just London's career, but the Falcons' future. Because this offense? It's shaping up to be the most talented it's been in 8 seasons. The pieces are falling into place. The spotlight is getting warmer. The stage is almost set. What do you think, Falcons fans? Is Drake London finally getting the respect he deserves? Or is he still flying under the radar? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And here's where things get really interesting, because Drake London's rise isn't happening in a vacuum. It's colliding with a turning point in Falcons history. The franchise hasn't won the NFC South since 2016, hasn't been to the playoffs since 2017. But now, for the first time in years, there's a legitimate sense of momentum. And at the heart of that movement is a wide receiver who's not only producing but changing the culture. Look at what Bleacher Report's Mo Moton said. He didn't just name London as the Falcons' most promising building block. He pointed out that Atlanta should ramp up negotiations on a multi-year extension immediately. Why? Because London's production exploded in 2024 despite instability at quarterback. That's not normal. Most receivers need a rhythm, consistency, chemistry. London thrived through chaos. His 100-catch, 1,271-yard, 9-touchdown season happened in a year where both Kirk Cousins and rookie Michael Penix Jr. saw significant time under center. That's a testament to his work ethic, his preparation, and most importantly, his ability to elevate everyone around him. Moton emphasized that London is now clearly the #1 receiver in Atlanta. There's no debate. And if Penix takes that expected second-year leap, London could earn Pro Bowl honors and, finally, step into the national spotlight as one of the league's elite. But let's not forget, this isn't a one-season wonder. London's trajectory has been steadily climbing since his rookie year. And while many want to frame 2024 as his breakout, some Falcons fans might argue that his 866-yard rookie campaign, catching passes from Marcus Mariota, was an even more impressive feat. Here's what's really at stake now. If the Falcons delay locking London down to a long-term deal, they risk paying a premium later. Because with each dominant performance, with each highlight reel catch, with each game-winning first down under pressure, his value climbs. The clock is ticking. Atlanta has their star. The front office knows it. The coaches know it. The fans certainly know it. It's time to treat him like one. And then there's the wild card, Michael Penix Jr. Penix is the kind of quarterback who could redefine this franchise. His college career was a roller coaster for season-ending injuries at Indiana, followed by a resurgent, stat-stuffing run at Washington. But now, he's healthy. He's confident. And, most importantly, he's heading into 2025 as the guy in Atlanta. No more sharing reps, no more wait and see. It's his team. Bleacher Report believes Penix is the biggest X factor in the entire NFC South. That's not just hype. That's a statement. Because if he delivers, if he builds that rapport with London, masters the offense, stays on the field, the Falcons aren't just competing for wins. They're competing for the division title. Last season, Penix only started 3 games. His numbers? A 58.1% completion rate, 775 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. Nothing earth-shattering. But the film tells a different story. He showed poise. He made smart reads. And, perhaps most importantly, he showed flashes of the leadership that fans have been craving since Matt Ryan left. And it's not like he was getting much help in those losses either. In 2 of those starts, the Falcons lost the coin toss in overtime and the defense gave up touchdowns without Penix ever touching the ball. That's not on him. What is on him is Week 18, when he led the Falcons to 38 points in his best game of the year. That's the kind of performance you build around. That's the kind of moment that makes believers out of a locker room, a coaching staff, and a fan base. Add in a retooled defense, with talent added to the front 7 and a young, promising secondary, and suddenly, the path to the postseason doesn't look so far off. The NFC South is wide open. The Falcons haven't had a team this loaded in nearly a decade. And at the heart of it all? A quiet, driven, no-nonsense wide receiver who's ready to prove to the league what Atlanta fans already know. So let's bring it full circle. Drake London isn't just coming into his own. He's already there. The stats prove it. The film confirms it. The respect from players and coaches backs it up. He's that guy. And if Michael Penix Jr. is the real deal, if this offense finds its rhythm, we could be witnessing the beginning of something special. Falcons fans, what do you think? Are we finally seeing the future of Atlanta's offense take shape before our eyes? Is this the year London cements himself as a top 5 receiver in the league? Hit the comments and let your voice be heard. And if you made it this far, smash that like button, subscribe for more Falcons content, and make sure you never miss a story that matters to this team and this city. Go Falcons!